Some men spend years improving themselves while secretly still feeling unlovable. So many lonely men believe things like, once I make enough money, or once I get in shape, or once I become successful enough. It's like, well, what do any of these things mean? So, what's enough money? Do you have a number in mind? Do you know when enough is enough? Oh, you get in shape. Well, what does that mean? When you have a 4 pack, a 6 pack, a 24 pack? How many packs until you're in shape enough to get a great relationship, to get a great romantic relationship, feel lovable, feeling worthy of being loved by a woman? Or once I become successful enough. When is enough enough? That's what we're talking about. It's like, yeah, these things matter. Like having a job that pays your bills and allows you to have a life is important for dating. Being in shape helps you in dating, and being successful, having enough money, if we say that's what success is, helps. But you don't necessarily need any of those things. You're going to be hearing the opposite, but you don't necessarily need any of those things because we've all seen the exceptions. Everything helps. All of those things help, but you're probably using those as excuses if you're saying that. So what happens is a lot of lonely men, lonely, possibly successful men, will focus on and optimize their career, their body, their productivity, everything but getting this one area of their life handled, this romantic area, where they maybe tried a little bit, but like, oh, no, I'll go back to the thing that's safe. But emotional connection requires certain skills that many men have just never learned, specifically, possibly many lonely men who happen to be introverted. Things like vulnerability, emotional safety, and authentic expression. Know how to express who you are. Not only knowing that, but knowing who you are, knowing and understanding your emotions enough so that you can express them. That's another thing too. Just being aware of what am I feeling when I'm doing this or that or whatever. Paying attention to it so that you even know that you have them to be able to express them. And what happens is that many men use self-improvement, which clearly I'm on board with that, but they use it to avoid emotional risk entirely. So they just keep continually self-improving, right? You're on this treadmill of self-improvement. And then essentially achievement in all its forms becomes a kind of armor. It protects you from being vulnerable. It protects you from being, in your mind, rejected, the pain of rejection. And so there are, you may be expressing things like, I've worked on myself for years, or why am I still alone after doing all that? Or nothing I do seems to change this. Well, that's what I'm working on with my clients, is getting all that out of the way. Yeah, there are some certain practical things that you might need motivation to do, but it's figuring out what is that one block, that unconscious block that you aren't even aware of. It's impossible for you to be aware of because all our problems are at an unconscious level. If they were conscious, you just do it. You just make that change. But they're unconscious. We're unaware of them. So we shine a light and make them conscious so that we can get past it and get on to actually achieving your goal. Because external success can improve attraction, as we say. It can. Changing certain things can, but it can't replace emotional connection, that deeper emotional connection. And many men were just not taught these things. They weren't taught how to get past these certain things and to learn these certain skills. And again, that's what I'm doing in the sessions. We're getting at that deep root cause of what's really in your way. What's really stopping you from having that deep romantic emotional connection. I'll see you on the next video.